Okay po. Good evening, volleyball fans. Masantos, Yalabi, and Sikayo namin. We are now heading on our last game in the men's division here at Central Conference of the Governor's Cup Inter-Town Volleyball Tournament 2026. And for our last game, Municipality of Malasiqui goes up against Municipality of Bayambang. The court is set and the crowd is ready, volleyball fans. Kaya asahan natin ang another intense game here at the Central Conference Men's Division. This is Marnie and Fabito, your courtside reporter, and let the last game begin.
This is match number 41 in the men's division Central Conference to be played between the municipality of Malasiqui and the municipality of Bayambang. Presenting to you our national officials for this match, our first referee, Crisanto de Guzman, and our second referee, Ronald Mariano. Players, coaches, officials, good luck and keep the ball flying. Ball goes out. First point goes to Bayambang. Miscommunication on the side of Bayambang. 1-all.
Good evening, Pangasinan. Good evening, Pangasinense. At good evening sa ating mga valuable fans dito Nanonood pa rin tayo live na live here at Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan sa ating last match on the men's division. This is a match between Malasiqui at Bayambang. They have the same standing, 4-1 ang kanilang standing na pareho. So, uhaw na uhaw sila na magkaroon ng 5 wins. And for that, a score for Makaway. It's now deadlock at 2. Now Makaway is on the zone to serve for Team Malasiqui. Good first ball coming from the libero of Bayambang to the open, and that is a hammer from Menor, player number 1. And for those who just tuned in sa ating live coverage, nanalo po kanina ang Santa Barbara, undefeated pa rin sila. 5-0 is their standing. Good block on Armas. That is wide for Ambat. Deadlock at 3. Armas sends a ball. Good first ball coming from player number 10. That one is too far. Lamang na ngayon ang Malasiqui ng isang puntos for serving 3 for Armas. Talking about the side of Malasiqui. The libero gets the first ball to the opposite. Now it's blocked. That block point is courtesy of Hoves, player number 15. Another good serve. That's a combination. Good net defense for Malasiqui. Another one. Menor breaks that 2-man block. 5-4 is our tally. Lamang pa rin ang isa ang Team Malasiqui. Ang bat now to serve for Team Bayambang. Makaway receives the ball. That is a big quick attack. And that works for Makaraeg. Soriano serves for Team Malasiqui. Good up for the libero of Malasiqui. Hoves squeezes it. There is a coverage. Another one for Minor. Walang kaminor-minor pero talaga namang dire-diretso lang kung pumalo. Player number 1 of Team Bayambang. Six-5 is our score. Lamang ang Malasiqui ng isa. Hoves places a setter. Libero has an eye on that. Good dig for the libero of Malasiqui. And that is a hammer coming from Hoves. Score now is 7-5. Hoves will serve for Team Malasiqui. Player 15 serves straight to Minor. To the open, Ambat is dug. Hoves plays as a setter. Now Makaway will send that. Chance ball for Bayambang. Also chance ball for Malasiqui. Makaway does not like that. The libero to the combination. Good up for... And that is a score for Makaway. Eight-5 is the score. Three-point lead for Team Malasiqui. Faulty. Magalong uses the hands of the blocker. Six serving eight. Player number 7 on deck to serve for Team Bayambang. That one is long for Honrado. Player 4, Macaraeg, is now at the back to serve, and that was long. 2-point deficit, Bayambang, who is now at the service zone. Talking about player number 11. That is a good 8 quick for Armas. The setter is now serving for Team Malasiqui. Player number 3, good serve, but good first ball. That one is long for Ambat. Early timeout for Team Bayambang, whose team is down by 4. Babalik po tayo after this time. We are back in action here for our last match for this Sunday evening. Live na live pa rin po tayo dito sa Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan. We are watching the match between Malasiqui and Bayambang. The libero was there, very ready as Makawai breaks that two-man block. 12-7 is now the score. And that is another point for Team Malasiqui. It's a service ace coming from the setter, player number 3. Now it's 13 serving 7. Early lead on this first set. What about Dow from Pascual, player number 2, who presented his name, nagpakilala siya. We now have player number 10 serving. Good first ball. Combination. And Makawai. Nagtago si Makawai doon sa likod for that combination play, and they were successful on that play. Kaya naman they are now 14 points. That is antenna. So that means Bayambang will get a point. Okay, the linesman says the antenna, the ball touches the antenna. Okay, so the point will now be given to Team Bayambang. 9-14 is our count. So that's a blockers out. Number 2, Pascual. Hobbes will try. Ball is deflected. Conrado plays as a setter. That was too close to the net for Minor. 15-9 is our score. Armas. To the opposite. That's Jay Ambat, player number 3 of Team Bayambang. The team captain is now on the service zone. And that one is in. 11-15 is the score. That's an ace for Jay Ambat. We'll try another one to the opposite Soriano. The ball is deflected. Minor will try, and yes, but somebody was there. Another, it's a free ball. Score is 12-15. Lamang po ng tatlo ang Team Malasiqui. Pero silang tumawag ng timeout dahil nagkaroon na ng mini run itong Team Bayambang, who is down only by 3. Babalik po tayo after this time. And we are back in action here at Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan sa ating 41st match. Ito ang ating 5th match on the men's division dito sa Central Pangasinan. With the same standing 4-1, Bayambang and Malasiqui. Nagtago din si Hobbes. Noah Espinoza, the captain and the setter, is now joining the action. Also with Havate, player number 10, checks in for player number 3. Magalong gets that first ball. Menore is dug, but that was wide. Three-point deficit for the team of Bayambang. Menor is now on the service zone, player number 1. Serving 16. 2-point deficit pa rin ang team Bayambang. There will be a substitution. Laksamana is in, player number 16, and Honrado is out, player number 7. We're back in action here as Minor continues to serve. Espinoza, the captain, tried to chase that ball, pero he was unable to set that. Now, their team is only leading by 1. It's 15 serving 16. Good first ball from Makawai. Hobbes will try, and yes, he did. Hobbes serves the ball. The libero gets it from Team Bayambang to the middle, and that works. 1-point deficit pa rin ang Team Bayambang. Unti-unti silang lumalapit dito. So that is player number 16. Good up. He also rolls the ball. Espinoza gives it to Makawai again, and he scores. 18-16 is our score. There will be a substitution on the side of Malasiqui. Player 11, Inot, will check in, and Makaraeg will be subbed out. Inot will serve as service specialist. And that is a good combination play for Magalong. Malayong masyadong pinanggalingan niya, but he was very quick to do that. Kaya naman nawala ang depensa ng Team Malasiqui on that sequence. Hobes to Makaway. We are now tied at 18. Another deadlock for this first set on our fifth match this Sunday evening for the men's division. Bayambang takes the lead, 19-18. One-point lead is now on the side of Bayambang. And that ties up the game at 19. Team captain, player number 1 will be subbed out as Soriano checked back in. Dayanin, the setter, is also back in the action. Deadlock at 19. Catch called against Pascual of Team Bayambang. Lamang na ulit ng isa ang Team Malasiqui, 20-19. Deadlock again at 20. Good first ball to Makaway, who is dug by the libero. They were trying to contest that. Okay, so the point is awarded to Team Bayambang. They are now up by 1. (21) serving 20. Player number 10 still on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Pascual scraped the net. 21 all is our official score. As Makaway now on the service zone for Team Malasiqui. Magalang gets the first ball. Menor is denied at the net. (22-21) is our official count. Makaway continues to serve for Team Malasiqui. Anong gagawin to the opposite? And almost dug. Makaway had a hand on that attack coming from Jay Ambat, the captain. Another Ambat is checking in as service specialist for player number 2, Pascual of Team Bayambang. Good first ball. To the middle, to the open. Makaway is always present to cover. At the back. Another block for Team Malasiqui. 23-22 is our official tally. What an intense first set for these two teams. Bayambang calls for a time. Who is deficit by one, 23-22. We'll be back after this time. And we are back in action here for our last match for this Sunday evening here at Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan. Nandito pa rin tayo sa match ng Malasiqui at Bayambang. Malamang po ng isa ang Malasiqui with 23 points, 22 ang Bayambang. Miscommunication on the side of Bayambang. A chance for Malasiqui. Now Hobes was blocked. Another try. What about that? Who will serve as a setter? The libero will give a chance ball to Malasiqui. Armas gets it to the middle. Who drops the ball? The setter plays as a setter to Minor, whose ball is deflected. Another chance for Hobes. Now it's 23 all. Titignan natin who will get to the set point. 23 all is our score. Another deadlock for this first set. JM Bat sends that ball straight to the net. Sinubukan niyang magkaroon ng short serve, but that was too short for him. Now Malasiqui is on set point, 24-23, Astoriano. We have an extended set for this fifth match. Minor scores a point for Team Bayambang, and he is now at the back to serve, at the service zone, or rather to serve for Team Bayambang with his signature jump serve. Good first ball. Good one-hand dig from the libero of Bayambang. Now Makawai was there to serve, and that is a point for Makaraeg. Another set point for Team Malasiqui, 25 by serving 24. Hobes is now on the service zone. Minor gets that first ball. Good up from Soriano. Hobes plays as a setter. Ayaw ni Makawai. So she gives good net defense for Makaraeg. That was long. That was wide. Team Malasiqui gets the first set. 26-24 is our final score for the first set of our last match this evening for the men's division between Malasiqui and Bayambang. Magkatabi lang ang municipalities na ito, and of course, they know very well each other. Kaya naman nagpapakita na ang score ay masyadong malapit. Again, the first set belongs to Team Malasiqui. We'll be back after this. We are back in action here for the set 2 on our 41st match. This is between Bayambang and Malasiqui with the same 4-1 standing. To start the second set, the Yanin will serve for Team Malasiqui. First point belongs to Malasiqui. That's a service ace courtesy of the setter, player number 3, Duyanen. Another good serve. Kaya Biab, the libero of Bayambang, plays as a setter. Who is Doug? One hand set. Another one. First deadlock. 1-all is our tally. Magalong serves, but that was a mishit for Jay Magalong. 2 serving 1. Makaway will serve for Team Malasiqui, player number 6. Smart attack coming from Jay Ambat of Team Bayambang, swiping that on the hands of the blocker from Team Malasiqui. The score is now at 2-all. Good serve. Ball is deflected. Jay Magalong goes to the open. Good net defense showed by Malasiqui, and that's a free point. That's Hobbes who took advantage on that free ball given by Team Bayambang. 3 serving 2 is our score. Armas. The libero gets the first ball to the open, but who is Doug? By the setter. The score is now 4-2. Armas still on the service zone. Player number 16. Ganda ng depensa na pinakita ng setter ng Malasiqui from that last sequence. That was a smart placement of the ball. Talking about player number 10 of Team Bayambang, who just sent the ball to the service, to the zone 1. No one was there to protect that zone. Good defense showed by Team Bayambang. Now Pascual plays as a setter. The libero of Malasiqui says, I can also do that. And there was a cover. Good point. Malasiqui again has the chance. Hobbes. Magalong. That was a miscommunication on the side of Bayambang. Good thing no one is hurt. Number 7 is out, and number 16 is in. Laksamana subbed in for Honrado. Now Jay Magalong makes sure that he will score. The score now is 4-5. Isa pa rin ang kalamangan ng Team Malasiqui. It was a good placement. Talking about Makaraeg. He was showing a full swing and suddenly changes on air and drops the ball. And he scores for the team, Malasiqui. Good for his ball to the middle with no look attack. Talking about Laksamana. Scores now 5-6. 1 point lead for Team Malasiqui. As Magalong is on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Good floor defense showed by Team Bayambang. Also with Malasiqui. 1-2 play. Setter is now the libero, and Makawai finds that zone. Player number 6. Two-points advantage for Team Malasiqui, 7-5. But that one makes it 6. That's an error for Team Malasiqui on a service zone. That's Makaraeg. Laksamana will be on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Joves receives the first ball. Doyen tried to 1-2 play, and as Pascual touches the net. 8-6 is our tally. Malasiqui gets the first set and had an ace. 9-6 is our tally. That's an ace coming from the setter, Doyanen of Malasiqui. Now nakatawag na ng timeout. Napatawag ng timeout ang Team Bayambang, whose team is down by 3. Babalik tayo after this timeout. We're back in action here on our second set. The Yanen serves. Good first ball from the libero. Oops, that one was too high for Pascual. There will be a substitution on the side of Bayambang as player number 11 will be subbed out. Okay, Jay Magalong will be replaced for Tabuga as the setter of Team Bayambang, player number 9. That one is a pipe for Jayambat, but that did not cross. Score is at 11-6. 5-point lead is enjoyed by Team Malasiqui. There was a good net defense. It's another kill block for Team Malasiqui. 12-6 is our tally for this second set. Maganda ang combination ng blockings ng nasa harap ng Malasiqui. But as I said that, Team Malasiqui just sends a free point for Team Bayambang. 7-12 is our official score as the setter Tabuga will be on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Joves receives the first ball. Combination, and that is a clear and clean attack coming from Makawai. Napakabilis ng play na yon. Nagtago siya, tumakbo sa gitna, and he scores. "13-7 is the score. Makaway serves. Minor receives it, and he will also try to score. The Yanin to the opposite, deflected. Hoves called for penetration under the net. 8-13 is our official score. Minor now is on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Still ball in play. Hoves. JM Bat scores. But kanina, he was trying to contest na may 4 touches daw on the side of Malasiqui. Minor serves. 10-13 is our score, and napatawag ng timeout ang Team Malasiqui. But they're still up by 3 and up by 1 set. Titignan natin kung ano ang magiging kwento ng ating second set when we return after this timeout. We are back in action here for our second set on the last match for this Sunday evening here at Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan. Minor to Hoves, whose ball is deflected. The libero plays as a setter as Hoves drops the ball, but there was a coverage. There was a just the net, good coverage at the back for Makaway. Hoves will try and rolls the ball, but there was a coverage again. Makaway is all over the place. That attack from Pascual did not cross the net. Our score is 14-10. Armas is at the service zone for Team Malasiqui. There was a net touch called against Team Malasiqui. Kaya naman, the score is 11-14. Pascual is on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Makaway gets the first ball. The Yanen gives to Hoves, who's... Okay, there was a blockers out. 15-11 is our tally. Soriano. That was no good. Pancake is no good for the Yanin, for Team Malasiqui. Pero napakabilis niya doon para mahabol yung drop na yon ni Magalong. Now ang bat is on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Makaway. Makaraeg just easily drops that ball and he gets a score. Hoves will serve for Team Malasiqui, whose team is up by 4. Magalong will be on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Napahaba yung palo na yon ni Makaway on the side of Malasiqui. Player 10, the libero. 1-2 play for DNN, did not work. As Minor did not like that set, Minor will give to Makaway, who had a cross court. Grabbing adjustment ang ginawa ni Makaway on that set, but he was able to get a point for his team. The libero gets the first ball. Fast. Good defense on both teams. As Minor tries to get a point and he scores. Three-point lead is on the side of Malasiqui. Player number 16. Good first ball. And that one is good for Armas. 18-14 is our tally. Babalik na ang kanilang first primary setter of Team Bayambang, Magalong. Magpapahinga muna si Tabuga on the bench. Pascual. Pascual gets a point for his team with that quick attack na binigay sa kanya ni Magalong. As Jay Magalong will now serve. And that goes straight to the net. 19-15 is our official tally for this second set. As Makaway is now on the service zone for Team Malasiqui. Bat scores. (16-19) is our official tally as Minor goes to the service zone for Team Bayambang. With his signature jump serve, and that goes in. That's an ace for Team Bayambang. 17-19 is our official score. 2 points ang hinahabol pa rin ng Team Bayambang as Minor continues to serve. Ambat. Makaway was there. Soriano will try, but that was long. One point deficit for Team Bayambang. The score is 18-19. Minor continues to serve for Team Bayambang with his signature jump serve. Good first ball coming from Makaway. Soriano will give it a try. Magalong to Ambat. Joust to the net. Hoves will try and he is blocked. But that did not work. Grabe ang habol ni Bancolo, ang libero ng Team Malasiqui. We are now at deadlock 19. Timeout for Team Malasiqui. Nagamit na ng Malasiqui ang dalawang timeouts nila for this second set. Kaya naman, after this time, they will be on their own. So both teams are really showing athleticism. Grabe ang mga habol nila. Depensa kung depensa, opensa kung opensa ang pinapakita ng dalawang koponan na ito. Talking about Malasiqui at Bayambang. We are back in action for our second set on the fifth match for the men's division as Minor continues to serve. Minor to Hoves, who rolls the ball. There was a touch according to the first referee, but that one is unacceptable on the side of our up referee, De Guzman. So the point is awarded to Team Malasiqui, who is up by 1, 20-19. Janice, service specialist. Our score again is tied at 20. There will be a substitution on the side of Bayambang as Pascual will take some time at the bench and Ambat will serve for Team Bayambang player number 5. Nakahabol na po ang Team Bayambang. We are now tied at 20. Sa mga kapapasok lang sa ating live, this is our last match for this weekend. As Hoves breaks that one-man block of Magalong. 21-20 is our official score. The team captain Espinoza will check in for Soriano. And also Havate, player number 10, is joining the action. Duyanen will be resting for a few minutes. Tingnan natin kung babalik pa ang ating mga players na pinalitan on this part of the set. Hoves is denied another try for her. But that was Ambat tries, but Doug Makaway chases that ball. Makaraeg will return and gives a free ball. Combination. Now, that is a good defense showed by Team Malasiqui, the setter and the captain of Malasiqui. According to our linesman, that was outside. So the score is 21. We're tied at 21 for both teams. This is really intense second set for both teams. As the first set, parehong-pareho ang nangyayari. Talagang magkakilala ang kapunang ito. The captain is showing good defense. The libero was there to cover. Goes. And that was long for Team Malasiqui. Team Bayambang takes the lead. 1 point advantage is for Team Bayambang. 22-21 is our score. As JM Bat, the captain, will serve for his team. (23-21) is our score. That was a rare error coming from Makaway from Team Malasiqui. There will be a substitution on the side of Malasiqui. Macaraeg is now subbed out as Ferrer comes in to play as a middle on the side of Malasiqui. Player number 8, Bayambang, still serving. Set point for Team Bayambang, 24-21.
Inulit ko lang po, yung mga sasakyan na nag-park sa perimeter ng simbahan, magsasara na po ang ating pagkakas. Ulitin ko lang po, yung mga sasakyan na nag-park sa perimeter ng simbahan.
We are back in action here for the third set as Makaway finds that zone 1. Napakalayo naman nun. First point belongs to Team Malasiqui. Now Juyanin is on a service zone. The libero places a setter, and he is dug. Napakalakas naman ang pinakawalan ni Menor. Menor is now at the back. But that one is long. Now 2-1 is our score. Makaway. Not That's another down the line hit from Hovis. 3-1 is our score as Makaway continues to serve for Team Malasiqui. Para sa lahat ng ating mga masugid na taga-subaybay, ito po ang last match sa ating weekend Inter-Town Volleyball dito sa Calasiao Sports Complex. This is the third set as well for these two teams. 2 serving 3. Lamang po ang Malasiqui ng isa against Bayambang. No one expected that combination play dahil masyadong naitago si Hoves. Kaya naman, there was no block. Armas now on the service zone. Player number 16. Good first ball. Who will play as a setter? That's Makaway. Soriano is dug. Jayambat's play as a setter. And he is also dug. But there was a miscommunication between Armas and Makaway. We are now 3-4. That's another error on the side of Bayambang. 2-point advantage for Team Malasiqui. 5 serving 3. Soriano is now serving for Team Malasiqui. Magalong scores a point and breaks that 2-man block on the side of Malasiqui. The libero was so there, but it was too strong to handle. Magalong now on the service zone for Team Bayambang. Good first ball from Makaway. Another one for Hoves. That's through the block. Hoves goes at the service zone for Team Malasiqui. Makaway enjoys that regalo na binigay ng Team Bayambang, who scores a point for his team, who's now leading by 3, 7 serving 4. Good net defense showing by Team Bayambang. Same with Malasiqui, who just had a kill block. Another timeout is called for Team Bayambang, who is now down by 4. Babalik tayo after the timeout. We are back in action here at Calasiao Sports Complex, Calasiao, Pangasinan sa ating live coverage para sa Inter-Town Volleyball ng Governor's Cup 2026. Of course, under the leadership of our Governor Ramon V. Guico III. Another kill block for Makaway. There will be a substitution on the side of Bayambang. Player number 16, Laksamana, is out. Honrado is back in action. Hoves serves. Libero gets the first ball. Another Makaway hit, and that is a score, 10-4. Hobbes continues to serve for Team Malasiqui. Minor. 1-2 play for Magalong didn't work. Well read. Another block. Makaway is really guarding the net. Player number 6 of Team Malasiqui. Of course, with the help of his teammate, Makaraeg. Hobbes serves. From the pipe, but that was not ready. Another score for Makaway. Makaway is really unstoppable. Twelve serving 4. That one is in. This time for Minor. 5 serving 12. Honrado, player number 7 of Bayambang, will serve for his team. Hoves. That was a good attack for Makaraeg. Bayambang calls for a time. Their second timeout for this set, for the third set, and they are down by 8. 5-13 is our score. We'll be back after this time. We are back in action here at Kalashar Sports Complex. Live na live pa rin po tayo. And we are witnessing Malasiqui and Bayambang match with the same standing 4-1 Hoves. That's a good anticipation the side of Bayambang. Both teams are showing a good defense, but not this time. Makaway did not believe that he was able to score on that drop shot. Makaraeg will serve for Malasiqui. Combination, but that one is good. What a defense showed by Team Bayambang, and that one is in. Pascual made sure that that ball will go in and scores for his team. And she did. 6 serving 14. Player number 11. The setter. Makaway. Jayambat scores a point. $7-14 is our tally. Jay Magalong serves. Good first ball. Another point for Makaway. I lost count kung ilan na ang score ni Makaway on this third set. 10-point advantage for Team Malasiqui. Makawa is on the service zone, who made a huge impact and a lot of damage on the side of Bayambang. Good cover for Doyanin. Soriano will try and breaks down the wall. 19-8 is our official tally. 11-point advantage for Team Malasiqui. Minor will play as a setter. He gives it to Magalong. Doyanin was there. Good defense. That's a good roll. That's a hassle on the end of Armas. 28 is our tally. There are multiple substitutions on the side of Bayambang. Kakabilos, for the first time in action, we see him plays for Team Bayambang. So with Legarda, medyo malamig pa yung mga naipasok. 21-8 is our official tally. Makaway. Serving 8. Napakalayo na nito. Pero again, bilog ang bola. Tingnan natin kung kakayanin pang makahabol ng Team Bayambang with that 14-point deficit. Minor gets the first ball, gives to Legarda. Legarda. That is long for Armas. (9:22) is our official score. Kakabilos sends it long. Two points from getting this match. And another win for Team Malasiqui. 2 puntos na lang kailangan nila para sa kanilang standing na pwedeng maging 5-1. What about that dig from Makaway? Digging, spiking, blockings, name it, he has it. What about that? Doyanin is really doing a good job as well on sweeping the floor. But somebody touches the net on the side of Bayambang. Match point. And that's a lot of match points to be saved. That's 15 match point. 24-9. Armas. Ambat. A good coverage. Another one for Ambat. That one is out. That means that finishes the set on our last match this evening. Congratulations, Team Malasiqui, with 5-1 standing.
Hello.
Tapos din. Ang daming 3 sets. Anim. Hindi, anim ba? Parang 8. Anim. Yung babae. Sa babae tapos, tatlo sa lalaki.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Dito na lang. Sa gitna.
Sa gitna na tawalan.
Ay, mag-celebrate.
Ate!
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ano, kaya yung tinatawag na start. Thank you.
Hello.
Ay, sorry.
Si ano po? Si Makaway.
Picture muna. Ate.
Hello.
Team captain po ng ano.
Okay lang. Isang business. Yeah. Hindi na nakaka-pause. Mas nakasabay tayo. Pahinga tayo kapag salitan. Mas maganda yun.
And that ends our last game here at the Central Conference. Volleyball fans, Malasiqui takes the match with now 5-1 record. Congratulations to them. And also congratulations to Municipality of Bayambang. And joining me right now is the best player of the game from the winning team, jersey number 6, Makaway, having 15 attacks, 4 blocks with total of 9 points. Wow, grabe. So first of all, congratulations for winning on this game and for being the best player of the game. Grabe yung pinakita mong dedication kanina mula first set hanggang matapos yung laro ninyo. Grabe yung eagerness na makuha talaga ang panalo sa Municipality of Bayambang. How does it feel personally na ikaw ang nag-lead sa team nyo tonight? How does it feel na si Makaway ang nag-lead ng team niyo tonight?
Siyempre, hindi, every game naman po namin, alam niya naman na po yun na siya yung pinakaasahan namin. So, Um, Siya yung nag-lead, nakapag-lead siya sa team namin kasi nilesen namin yung pressure sa kanya, even though it's a crucial game. So, yung pagiging POG ni Jimboy or ni Dodi ay, yun, pinapakita niya na gusto niya talagang manalo at i-lead yung team namin.
Yan. So, with that kind of performance naman, para kanino naman ang performance mo tonight?
Syempre for ano po, for family, yes. Sa Malasiquinians po, nagpapasalamat po kami sa mga sumusuporta sa amin. Yun lang po.
Again, congratulations on winning on this game and for being the player of the game again. Yan. Partners, take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Jimboy Macawa, our player of the game. And right with us, of course, our winning coach of Team Malasiqui. Coach, question ko lang, knowing na Bayambang is a powerhouse talaga, well-known na talagang malakas ang Bayambang, ano yung ginawa niyong preparasyon para at least makuha ang panalo na to?
Unang-una muna, shoutout ko rin yung team ng Bayambang sa magandang laro na pinakita natin ngayon. Tsaka talagang pag team Bayambang, expect natin yan. Talagang malakas na team yan. Isa sa powerhouse talaga yan. Kaya congratulations din sa team ng Bayambang. Sa preparation naman, gaya lang din nung dati na para siyang mag-convert lang talaga ng mga play na pinagplanuhan sa training, yun lang naman. Tsaka i-lessen yung error natin. Yun lang naman po yung naging focus namin.
Coach, last question. Ano po yung mindset natin coming to this match? Kasi you have same standing for one. Ano po yung mindset natin kanina? Tapos tayo sa Kalasyaw Sports Complex.
Pag sa mindset naman, every game pare-parehas yan. Maglaro dito, ipakita yung best namin, kung ano yung matutunan namin sa training. Tsaka, syempre, pagka pumunta dito, ang mindset talaga manalo. Yun lang po. Lahat naman po ng team, ganun po.
Coach, maraming salamat again. Congratulations sa Team Malasiqui. Of course, you now have 5-1 standing. Okay, so again, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nanood. Again, we have this great match between Malasiqui and Bayambang at ang ating team Malasiqui. Palakpakan niyo naman ang sarili niyo dahil shoutouts. And of course, ano yung mga shoutouts natin? Kailangan bago natin i-wrap up yung ating Sunday's Best.
Shoutout, maraming salamat po sa aming butihing Mayor, Mayor Alfie Soriano, Vice Mayor Dam Maril, SB members at SK Federated President or SK Czech Council. At syempre sa mga nanood sa amin kahit na last game kami ngayon. And sa family po namin, family ng teammates ko, friends, and sports coordinator namin, Sir Bads. Belated happy birthday. Yan, shoutout po. Yun po. Maraming salamat. Sana po supportan niyo pa kami sa mga susunod naming laro kasi mahaba pa tong tournament. Thank you po.
Yun lang po. Shoutout lang po sa mga parents ng mga player. Extend pa po natin yung pag-intindi sa kanila. Medyo nalilate ng pang-uwi, ganun. Yun lang po. Thank you.
And that's a wrap for our 10 matches ngayong Sunday. Ngayong umaga, we had a lot of 3 sets ngayong araw. At lahat po nag-enjoy, especially sa mga online viewers namin. Maraming salamat. And to all those people na pumunta dito kahit malayo yung lugar nila just to witness this epic matches ng ating mga teams. Maraming salamat for joining us dito sa Governor Ramon V, Guico III, Inter-Town Volleyball Tournament 2026, Governor's Cup. Again, ako po ang inyong commentator dito sa ating Inter-Town, Region Avalos.
And of course, our live commentator, Nash Austria.
And I am your courtside reporter, Marnie Ann B. Favito, na nagsasabing, Pangasinan,
Ang galing! Thank you so much. See you all next week.